Okay, it's just a quick 5 minutes on grade 7 exponent laws and when to multiply, add, and divide exponents. You never subtract exponents. So the first one and the second one, you're going to keep the base. So write that down. Well, really all of them. So you don't put 9, even though 3 times 3 is 9. You keep the base. The base is the big number. And you add exponents. So add exponents. Now it says evaluate, which I'm not going to say most of the time, but if it says evaluate, you actually have to tell me what 3 to the 6th is. So someone punch that into your calculator, 3 exponent 6, and say it properly. What's the answer? 3 exponent 6. 9 times 9 times 9. What is it, 729? Is that right? Yes? Thank you. Okay, B, you keep the base and you subtract exponents. And that is wrong. Why is that wrong? What do you think we missed, Maria? You have to keep the brackets. That is different value than this. So write down keep brackets. If your base is in the brackets, then keep the brackets. Now it says evaluate. So if you punch that into your calculator without brackets, you'll get -4. But if you have with brackets, you get -2 times -2, which is +4. Okay, so you have to keep the brackets, otherwise it's wrong. C is where you multiply exponents. So first of all, that's important. You only multiply and add and subtract exponents. You don't multiply numbers. You'll see that on the next example we do. So this one, you keep the base and then multiply the exponents. When do you do that? Is when you have 2 exponents right beside each other. It's called the power rule. You kind of remember this. You kind of love it. I know. I want to do one more for you and remind you about K. K is not 2 times 5 is 10. I just said in C you multiply exponents. Well, in K, 2 is not an exponent, it's a number. Okay, so you take everything in the bracket, you put it to the 5th. So this is 2 to the 5th. You don't need to write it down, but let's write it down once. Times a to the 5th, which is equal to 32 a to the 5th. You do the rest of example 6. And unfortunately, we only got 4 minutes to do that. Oh no, we got a bit of time. 4 or 5 minutes to do that. Know whether you multiply, subtract, or divide exponents. Of course, you never, ever, ever divide exponents. Ever. Okay, so this one, you don't divide exponents. That's a bad one. You subtract them. Okay, so don't put x squared there. Never divide exponents. And this one, when you get to questions H and I, that means you put the numerator to the 9th power and the denominator to the 9th power. Okay, so you do it to both. Whatever exponent is outside the brackets, the base is a fraction. That means the numerator is squared and the denominator is squared in I. Okay, so quickly do those guys. Sure, I remember what x without exponent means. Oh, do I have some tests? Anybody else on the test? We're done yet? Still got 10 minutes. You're still ready to test? Any questions on them, just shoot. Just call it out how you do that. I'll give you a hint. If you're stuck on one, if you're not sure what to do, let me know. Yes, sir.
We only do example 6.
Example 6, and the rest will be homework. Okay, so the next 3 pages is homework. After you've done example 6, you might as well work on it now. You got 3 minutes. You packing up already? You must be hungry. These two. Now that mask? I love Michael Jordan. Go Cardinals! March Madness. Woo! Duke is not in it. Ha ha ha. Okay, let's get on with it. Just tell me whether you add, subtract, or multiply exponents. Do we ever divide exponents? Never. Okay, tell me. Tell me. Never mind, people are in depth, you're right. What exponent is if you don't see one? 1. Okay, so x means x to the first. So add exponents. This one, add exponents. This one, did it already. This one, subtract exponents. You might be tempted to put y to the 5th there. Don't. It is wronga. Thank you. This one, multiply exponents. You get 12-pack of apples. Similarly, 25-pack of yo-yos. This one, you just apply the exponent to the numerator and to the denominator. Do not get that one wrong. That's as easy as I can give you. And sometimes students don't know what to do. Okay. This one, you square the top, square the bottom. So c squared, 4 squared is 16, not 8. Okay, you don't multiply 4 times 8 because 4 is not an exponent. This one's very similar to h. You just put s to the 6 times t to the 6. Okay, this one, we did it. This one's the tricky one. Star that one. Everyone gets p to the 4th, q to the 4th, but half your marks is going to be what do you put on the next one. What's negative 3 times itself 4 times? Not negative 81. It's positive 81. Okay, your homework is the next 3 pages, I think. Pages 21, 22, and 20, and half of 23. You betcha. God bless and awesome day. Go ahead and watch your desk. Ha ha ha.